we are not attempting anything anymore on them. Rather, we'll leave them with entitlements. You will hear
in fact, sir,
I promise.
In fact, sir, I like what you just said about those older generation, not attempting anything on them anymore. Is the best thing. Let me tell you why I'm saying. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. Where I'm living, there is a fence around me. So at the back of my friends, there is an apartment there. There is a very notorious boy there, very lazy. Everybody knows he's lazy. I woke up one weekend in the morning and I heard his mom shouting on him and saying stuff. And I heard the mom, an old woman, saying something like, even boys that are doing Yahoo are doing a job. It should go out and work. I'm like, Jesus.
So
you are blaming a boy for being lazy.
We can't help them. We can't. Even no matter how much we think our people have become entrapped, they are also culpable. A lot of them have become entitled in that state. Here you get. And if you, it's like to us, it's like trying to pump water into the ocean. It's never going to make any effect. So we'd rather go for the children. Right now, what the Yoruba Union is doing is this. So that those children will now be the ones getting back home to tell their parents what they have heard about Yoruba land. From where did you hear that one? Yoruba Union came to our school. They told us this and that. They cleared the, we have gotten to a stage whereby some families, some children have been adopted by us, even though we haven't really been singing our praises lately, okay? Some children have been adopted, and we want to kind of do it in a large scale enough that we will become the intervention that will change the course of our trajectory. But for the other guys, it's a lost battle. That means don't give up completely. Something is on the way. I promise you. And it will make it.
I just hope it comes fast, though. I hope it comes fast, honestly.
It will. Okay, Baba. God bless you. Stay safe, You have a good one, Baba.
Good night, Jerry. Thank you, sir.
Here, I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Baba, how are you?
I'm good, are you?
I'm very well, oh. Thanks for asking. Please.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been trying to reach you for the past 2 weeks now to no avail.
I know.
This is Ferdinand from Newcastle.
Say that again.
Ferdinand from Newcastle.
Oh, Freddy, man. That's true. It's been a while. I believe probably you have been busy as well,
because of the season, we've been getting busy in the office for some time now because we've been treating a lot of customer services and all that, a lot of phone calls and emails.
Yeah, you have to deal with. I know. Anyway, I'm glad you're here tonight. Okay, let's have it.
Yeah. So over the days, I've been listening to your broadcast, and I picked a few points. You see the likes of Wike and Fubara. I want to talk about them because I grew up in that state.
Right.
For me, I will say they are my best politicians now because you see the likes of Wike, what he's doing in PDP now was what Atiku did in PDP. You get it?
2014, 2015.
Exactly. Atiku helped to bring down the government of Jonathan, who is, by the way, a saint compared to what is happening now. Even though his government was not good. But I would say Jonathan is a saint compared to what we are having now.
Ferdinand, right? That, majority of what projects that Bukwari was trying to brag about, they were not just initiated by Jonathan since 2012. He actually paid for most of them. But propaganda blank it out to the point that people are asking, how come he didn't finish them? How come it
exactly?
But Bukwari didn't even launch any real developmental project in Nigeria. When I got that information, I was like, what?
No, he did it. He did it because he does not have anything to offer. Who is Buhari? Buhari is just a step higher than a cow for me in reasoning. So who is Buhari? Now you see what Wike is doing to Atiku. Now that is why sometimes I don't get angry at Wike because I see Wike as Atiku's nemesis. And then I see Atiku as Wike's nemesis
as well.
I see Fubara as
Wike's nemesis.
Wike's nemesis, exactly. So now, in conclusion, You see, men like Wike and Atiku, their political greed might even lead to the destabilization of Nigeria. Like, when it gets to the extreme, they will say, like, you know what, let us just divide this thing into pieces, let everybody go his way. At the end of the day, they might be the one doing the job for us. You understand what I mean?
It's like we are thinking alike.
Yeah. So it has gotten to the extent that they are greed. Otherwise, how can somebody be in PDP and work against his own party? And Atiku has that entitlement of, he is always the best person to come out as a president on that PDP. It's always him. You get it? So you see that betrayal that is making Wike to go crazy, because Wike is still in shock of the betrayal Tambuwa gave him at PDP primaries. That is what is causing all this problem in Rivers State too. It is that thick betrayal that is causing all these problems in Rivers State. And so long as we have the likes of Wike and Atiku in Nigeria, trust me, Nigeria is so close to splitting up. And then Kolu himself is doing a good job playing the tribal card. You get it? Nigeria has never been divided than ever like this.
Never like
you
this.
know, no. Buhari actually brought, kind of like threw in the introduction, letting us know that we are not all equal in this country. And then Tinubu came and then started riding on that narrative, and he's doing it so well, even more than Buhari. You get it? So at the end of the day, the country is already collapsed because the people are no longer, the unity there is just fictional. It's not happening. You get it? It's not happening. So at the end of the day, we might just do little job in kind of like creating awareness to people. But for sure, Nigeria is going to divide because there's no longer a country to govern. That's just my contribution this night. Thank you very much, and keep up your good work.
You have a good one, okay? And take it easy.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
You see, I have said this many times myself, okay, that from my own sort of calculations and using the available facts, building up what you can call the projection or something that's be a prophecy, right? Is that it is going to be the greed, the selfishness, as well as the overconfidence of these guys that will eventually implode the contraption. Add that one to their inefficiency and incompetency in actually running a country. So it's not going to be because you love Nigeria, you want Nigeria to remain united as you are dreaming it, or because I love Nigeria that I want Nigeria to peacefully separate and break up. It is not our feelings or what we wish that will make Nigeria either stay same or break up. It's going to be the actions of these guys. And if you look at it, their ambition is what is already tearing everything apart. So sometimes I feel like they are already doing the job for us. What we just need to do is to continue to raise awareness, educate ourselves, and say, if this contraption they force together to benefit themselves can no longer stay together because they can't have their ways, it may be to our own advantage that everybody will have to go their separate ways. So you shouldn't be one of those that will stop that. You get what I mean? When the time has come for Nigeria to break up, you shouldn't be the reason why it must stay together again. And that's why you need this education. On Mayegun's Diary Politico. Adiola.
Chairman, sir, Ekale.
Ekale. How are you, Baba?
Let nobody get in the way.
That's what we are trying to do. So that people won't be later and say, you know what?
Baba, they go collect.
This country cannot die like this. Let us all come
Baba,
together.
They go collect.
Please, come together again.
Hey. Make nobody get in the way. If you get in the way, Omar Palori is straight new.
Yes, tell them.
To battery si wa Palori in one time. Omar Palori man, because you be collateral damage. It is emotion. It's a ball in motion. They've set the ball in motion. They set the ball in motion. So
tear down this contraption.
It Omar tear already now. See, Mayegun, is it possible to piece back that contraption together? It's not possible.
It's not looking so.
It's not possible. No, it's not even looking so. You can't piece it together because it was an experiment.
That means all these guys must first arrest themselves, jail themselves, kill themselves. Then we can begin to have an idea and say, okay, maybe, but they won't do that, which means they all have to be collateral damage at the end of it, Abby.
Yes, yes, of course. From? Maigun, probably, I'll put it very clearly. It is the longest experiment in action. Nigeria, for me, is probably one of the most longest experiments. It's too long. This experiment has taken too many years. People have died. People have lost, bitterly.
Lots.
So for me, it's the longest serving experiment. So we have to put that experiment to bed. It's not working, and it will never work. It's an experiment in futility. See, maybe what got my back, made me to probably sit up this evening, was when you played the section of Jamie Dimon, from JP Morgan. I just found that, he was just there. I think he came there on that platform from a different reason entirely. Because I don't believe that. I don't think he believes that system is investable. It's not investable. It's not
to them.
It's not. It's
so nodding their head. Nobody will put their money in a country that is suffering from inconsistency in policies. Here you get.
No, you can't.
A country that cannot operate a policy for straight 5 years, 10 years. Nobody will put their money there. Real investment there.
And it's an indictment, because if you cannot put your money into a system, that means in the first place, it was never really a system. See, all these guys, that you see them in all those massive global platforms, I don't see them as investors. I see them as mere speculators. They know where they can quickly put their money and get something back quickly. This is my point. Looking for a cash cow. See, if you are going long, you go long because if you're going long on any economy, that means you are investing for the long term. It's because you see credible drivers that is driving things, driving prosperity. So imagine if you are investing in Malaysia, you're investing in Singapore, the core drivers. The drivers are there. The drivers are very predictable. You're investing in China, the drivers are there. So in this case, there are no drivers there are no tangible drivers that is going to continually give you an outcome. These guys are coming to gain the system and see what they can mop up. They're not there to put their money there for a long time.
No, subscribing in their bond, because they know that within a year they can make 20% interest, 25% gain.
Just take their money elsewhere. The system. They're there to game the system. They're speculators. See, a real investor would commit not just cash but efforts, human capital, and every capital whatsoever, they'll commit it there. So if you're investing in Malaysia, you're investing in China, you're investing in Singapore, you are committing because you see credible drivers. You see a system that has been built painstakingly, brick by brick, to ensure prosperity, economic prosperity, upward mobility. Is clear. But in this case, there's no pattern that someone can leave university, get job, and move from that ladder to the next ladder. Is not there because the system is just rigged. So, Baba Maigun, let nobody get in the way. Let nobody get in the way. So they want to save Nigeria. It's a lost cause. It's a lost cause. So, in terms of investment, these guys are not investors. They are just there on accounts. They're just there to see, okay, what can we collect here? They're not there to put their money there.
The confused country put them on the high table. They gave them platform to spew all this their opinion on a very big scale, because they can use that to pretend that we were having a chat the other day with JP Morgan with the
Baba chairman.
Baba
Michael, shame me, I even tell you how I feel about that guy's visit. I just think people like that are there to see it's like an end strategy. They know that the end has come. Okay, what can we get here towards the end of this?
Yeah, before the party is over.
So see these people. One of my friends sent me a CIA report, and they say that they don't see Nigeria together as a country by 2030. So even CIE, they know that about
shared with us.
So
2031, Nigeria will probably like balkanize, where some people will be controlling the south, others will be controlling the north, others will be controlling the middle belt, and we are talking about non-state actors.
Yes, now. So people like that came for inspection to say, okay, let's see what we can collect as a strategy for the end game. They're not there because they saw population, they saw demographics, they saw a large and strong middle class. No, they're not there to see that because it's not in existence. See, Michael, you can't come to a country whereby the middle class is gone. So to come and invest what, Michael? What are you there to invest for? There's no middle class, but middle class is sacro, what is jackpot. So, see, Michael, the only time you can invest in any nation is when you see a strong middle class, very strong, with good disposable income, whereby they can afford to go for holiday, they can come back, they can buy brand new car, they can get loan, they can do business. When you see a strong middle class, a strong middle, a very vibrant middle, those are the drivers. Strong middle class with good population, with education and training. That is your choice to invest. China has those demographics. They have a strong middle class that is very strong. You see my point, Michael? So if that is absent, Nigeria is because they come for end-time strategy. They've come for an end-time strategy. They have come for an end-time strategy. They are not there to say, okay, let's try and revive your middle class. No, they are there to see what the end game is going to be like and what they can collect, what is of value. Not anything, Michael. Even for me, in that finance world, people like that, I just see they just made chances. You see the country at its lowest, on its knees, and you are still there giving talks, whereas your mind is far away from investing in that country, just looking at to see, Baba, God bless you, sir. Baba, good night.
Thank you so much. Okay, Baba. You have a good one.
Bye. Yes,
sir.
Bye, sir.
That's Abiola, ladies and gentlemen. I also have here the Prince from Sweden, Prince Adebayo from Sweden. How are you, Baba?
My king.
How are you?
You know, I'm good. We have our number 2 man in this country.
Chitty Man is currently in your city, and he just met with your crown prince, by the way, and he's giving a business speech at a Swedish business forum.
That place where he's giving that speech is different from where he cannot give speech in the king's house. That one he went to do just to meet the king.
Organized get together as usual.
Exactly. The one they are giving, the one where he's giving that speech is a different place. Let me tell you something, Baba, and let me educate Nigerians so that they know. Nigerians, let me tell you one thing. It is finished. If you can use leg, carry your bag, find another place where they are serious. You know, that place is not a serious place. I'll tell you. Let me dissect what the man was saying there. There was one very intelligent man who was saying, the policies are always changing, That guy got it right. He knows that his ilks, people like him, cannot enter Niger to put one kobo because the place is not safe. 2, policies are changing. If you want to even say you want to help the country, the policies that are changing every now and then will not help you. 3, go and look at every serious country. You will see that. Show YouTube in Nigeria can run live like this.
I know.
Yeah, so it's not a serious thing.
Back up.
You'll be backing up your backup and backup. Exactly. That's not a serious place. Because those things will add to cost at the end of the day.
In Nigeria, the biggest black nation on earth.
Exactly.
PayPal is
so
not
you understand. So you cannot run a serious business there. That's not a serious place. Where you cannot have internet is not a serious place. Go and look at the way businesses are run in this country that he came to visit.
Let me say something quickly, Prince, before you continue. Talking about this internet. Do you know that there are so many young Nigerians who are doing remote jobs for different international companies and all of that? And some of them have lost this gig simply because they will tell them to do. I heard this one. I was in the middle of all this Gen Z platform on Twitter 2 days ago. And they are just sharing how Nigeria has been happening to them, Prince. They said, some of them, they were told they got a jobs that could pay them like $5,000, $6,000, $4,000, like inside Nigeria. And when they got to a stage during the interview and all of that, they told them to do an internet test. Here you get now, and send the picture with their CV and all that. And when they did the internet test run and all that, they never heard back again. Some of them who got some of the jobs, right? They said they would tell them to do something, right? And then quickly and get back to them now, only for them to still be waiting for the internet to load 24 hours later. And they have not even responded to that email. And some of them knows that they've lost the job. They were all lamenting that, man, this country will finish you. Like, how do you even explain to your employer there that you've not had electricity, or you don't have money to buy their fuel, or you can't even see fuel to buy, that you are queuing to buy fuel? Gen Z, they are complaining. And I did,
that's what
they were like, all these opportunities they are missing on these opportunities, and because they are in Nigeria.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. That one you are explaining now is the low-hanging fruit. So,
right,
in serious countries, if you want, in fact, it has a lot to do with your territorial integrity. Internet. Let me tell you how China got their own freedom. You know, there was a time China closed their door. They started to beat their country. In China, you cannot use Facebook. They have what they call WeChat. You cannot use, there's YouTube, you can use with this thing, but they have their own Weibo and Beba. They have different, their own, that is why their population is working for them. Nigeria's population can never work for it because we don't have any. You see that place that vice president is stuck in there. The person that built that place, he built it through he built a financial app. That's how he made his money. So you see what internet can do. And your guy is there talking about ICT and talking. Any Nigerian should not be talking about ICT. They are talking ICT, just shut up. You don't have nothing on the ground. You don't have fiber optics on the ground. Shut up. Go to serious countries and establish your IT businesses. You cannot be in Nigeria and be claiming you have an IT business. It cannot go as fast as it's supposed to go. That's the truth. Pack your load, use your legs, go to a serious country and do your IT business. You cannot open an app. You cannot design and operate an app from Nigeria. It will be slow. It's not a serious country. It is, Baba, the long and short of it is finished. And yet also remember, he doesn't know what he's talking. Serious people will be laughing at him. So you are talking, you are saying that share build any IT. Build a dome for youth who have that place you went to is a dome for startups, IT startups.
Like a CERN
exactly
where they,
Yes. That's where he's speaking and he's talking blah 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 blah. Any internet also right.
You don't even have electricity. Who they talking internet?
To say electricity also right.
Who is talking about AI when you don't have 24 hours electricity?
Like, we don't have electricity. It's a joke. Everybody in Nigeria should, if you are a serious person, use your legs. Don't wait for a plane. Use your leg, trek to the next serious country where they have serious Wi-Fi and be doing your thing. That at least from that place you can say you are doing this thing. Nigeria is finished. And in this current climate of the world, if you have an illiterate president or ministers, you will be as slow as snail. Snail will be faster than your country. You need to see the competition that is going on now. This third world war that we are facing now is because some countries are becoming faster than America because they got it right. China is getting there. Our BRICS don't unite. They know why they are uniting.
They sanction Russia. Russia don't even feel like They took America took what do you call it, over 100 or 200 billion dollars of Russian assets in their sanction. They don't even feel them. Russians are still there running their life.
They are coming up fast. So there's serious competition. Yeah, one sorrow. It is finished.
Chai.
Go on, that's what agriculture wants. Agriculture wants. Even agriculture wants
the smallest of them all, agriculture. That we could have actually used as a serious comeback, means of creating wealth, is gone.
It's gone. And in the same country, they are pushing. You see, they just demolished somebody's business, a businessman. They are chasing IPs, Cotonou licensing. Once I build the hangar, they are just depriving. The other day said he wanted to invest in one thing. They didn't give him permission. The same country, some frustrated businessmen. Nigeria we don't need outside investors. We have the people there who are going to begin the process that the outside investors will now come and complement. Let them just shut up, close that place. It's finished.
Chai.